Neptune. Neptune is the planet of mystery and illusion. Its power is that of the imagination. Neptune represents your dream life and your mystic qualities. It is the planet of bewitchment. Do you have an active fantasy life? Have you been told that there is a hypnotic quality to your personality? Do you have compassion for the suffering of others? Are you interested in the occult and psychic phenomena? If you answered yes to these questions, Neptune exerts a strong influence into your life. Anyone who has had an artistic vision or is drawn to spiritual matters or has experienced an unusual and unexplainable event has felt the power of Neptune. Knowing the position of this planet in your horoscope will help you understand better its action in your affairs. Neptune is named after the Roman god of the sea who rules over oceans, rivers, streams, fountains, and all things hidden by watery depth. In astrology, Neptune is the planet of idealism and spirituality. Its realm is the subconscious world, hidden memory, intuition, and clairvoyance. The positive side of Neptune's influence represents glamour and mystery, artistic imagination, dreams, and visions. Its negative side is characterized by deception, confusion, fraud, treachery, and sham. Neptune rules over a wide domain of human activity, from motion pictures, drama, dance, and poetry, to hypnosis, anesthesia, hospitals, institutions and prisons, poison, and drug addiction. This planet's position in your chart indicate what kind of ideas and goals you have, how psychic and visionary you are, and whether you possess a magnetic allure that people respond to. Neptune's influence brings great depth of understanding, ESP ability, and creative genius. Unlike the power of Uranus, which is sudden and forceful, Neptune's power is subtle, ethereal, inspiration, and otherworldly. Many astrologers claim that Neptune brings a person into contact with the higher planes of consciousness. When this planet is prominent in an individual's horoscope, that person is likely to become involved in mysticism, psychic phenomena, or dream interpretation. When Neptune is afflicted, a person cannot separate fantasy from reality. He or she may seek release from life's problems in drugs and alcohol, or even exhibit criminal tendencies. Like the other two modern planets, Neptune has a strong generational influence. Because it moves so slowly through the zodiac, Neptune spends approximately 14 years in each sign. The year 1846, when Neptune was first discovered, was a time of renewed interest in spiritualism. Hypnosis became a new medical treatment, and aesthetics were first introduced into general use. 10 years later, Sigmund Freud was born. During his lifetime, Freud's theory of the unconscious and his new science of psychoanalysis revolutionized the treatment of mental disorders and changed the very way human beings look at themselves. All through the decades of the 1960s, Neptune was in Scorpio. During this time, we saw the rise of the drug culture. From the 1970s to 1984, Neptune transited the sign of Sagittarius, and there was an upsurge of interest in so-called New Age topics, reincarnation, channeling, and a quest for deeper meaning. While Neptune was in Capricorn between 1985 and 1998, drugs became an international trade, and governments rose and fell over issues of religion and ideology. Between 1998 and 2012, Neptune's journey through Aquarius, a negative aspect of this transit, may be a rise in anarchy, But a more optimistic view looks for greater brotherhood among nations and a more spiritual altruism throughout the world. Interestingly, the final year of Neptune's presence in Aquarius, the year 2012, is predicted by the Mayan calendar to be the end of the world. Many astrologers and spiritual guides predict that this means on a global level there will be a change in consciousness among human beings, and our values will shift toward creating a utopian society. Because Neptune has a generational influence, you share Neptune's characteristics with the people in your era. The sign that Neptune is in determines how you and your generation will make history. The influence of Neptune will be perceived much more clearly by historians once it is passed into a new era. Keep in mind that we have never observed even one complete journey by Neptune through the zodiac. This is because the planet takes almost 165 years to make one orbit around the sun, and we only discovered Neptune in 1846. Of course, mankind has always felt Neptune's influence, even though we did not know of the planet's existence. By the year 2011, we will have finally noted Neptune's transit through all 12 signs of the zodiac. In its highest form, Neptune symbolizes perfection. It represents your unselfish ideals, your spiritual quest, and your search for the impossible dream. Where's your Neptune at? To find out what sign Neptune was in on the day of your birth, consult the Neptune table on page 512. I also give Neptune's date of transit in the following descriptions of the planet and the different signs of the zodiac. Because of Neptune's generational influence, it is interesting to look back at the planet's effect on an entire era. Note, in the dates for Neptune's and Pluto's transits through the signs, you will note in some cases more than 2 dates are given for a particular sign. This is because Neptune and our Pluto were in retrograde, moving for a while, entering a new sign, and then returning to a previous sign before finally settling down into the new sign. For a detailed explanation of retrograde movement, see page 417.